Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Eddie Marcus here again. And you know why? It's because of we the people, you, and God's love for you. I was sitting earlier this morning and I was thinking about we as human beings. I was thinking about how much detail God put in it to create just one of us. You go, you hear a story that says that he went shaped up some dirt in the middle of the field, brown dirt, whatever, African dirt, and it just shaped it into a man. I guess after he shaped it into a man, like many of you grew up a long time ago, especially in the South, and you played with the mud, making toys, making mud men, and you say that God just said and made a man out of mud, blew in, dried him off, picked him up, and you get the impression that man became a living soul. But when you look at the anatomy of it, you look at the science of it, and you recognize that there were a lot of thought taking place in creating you as a human being. Just think about your brain, what your brain does. Now, the brain is just a name that's given to this particular function, but the functions of the brain are many, and it was designed that way by the power that created you. You think about your thyroid. Yeah, I had to go and look up some of these things because I couldn't think of anything but the major things that maybe like your liver. We know what the liver does. We know what the intestines does. God give us all of this. Each of you got these same identical parts. You got your bladder. You know what it's for. You got your lungs. You got your heart. And we need that heart. We got the stomach. We got the pancreas. We got the kidneys. All of these things, I got them. You got them. Men got them. Women got them. And that didn't stop there. Had to go and get a skeleton so we can rack this stuff up in that skeleton. And that skeleton can be used to carry this stuff around. Ain't that something? Got muscles to make sure that the skeleton was able to hold up. Yes, my friends. You got your arteries. You know what they're for. You got the narnex and your pharynx. You got your lymph nodes. Man, I'm telling you. You got your spleen. All of these things, you got them. You got them. You got them. I got them. Every last one of us got them. And there's so many more. I can't begin to sit here and name them all to you. If I did, then the whole time spent here would just be naming the different parts that we have that comes to make up the body. And then as women and men, there's certain areas we got different parts that uniquely identifies us as male and as female and with purposes. And you think about that, all of this goes into you. And somebody say you came from a frog, or somebody say you came from a monkey, a ape, but yet monkeys and apes still are born every day. You were born every day, but they say you came from a monkey. Somebody who didn't know God told you that, and folks who didn't know God agreed and accepted it. But there are many systems going on. You got a digestive system, you got a nervous system, you got a sight system, the ability to see. You got your skin. All of these things that God gave to make up you as one individual. And every last one of these parts, and the one that I didn't even mention, got a purpose. They're not there just there. They have a purpose. And the purpose, when it's met, it gives you everything that you need to walk through this life, to deal with this life, to exercise in this life, to live in this life. That's what God gave you, and every 80 billion of you that lives on earth today. That's 80 billion, 8 billion of you that live on earth today, and as many as maybe 80 billion or more that have lived on this earth. God put that much attention, that much focus on you as an individual. Now, if God put that kind of focus on you as an individual, what kind of focus do you think He would put on you as a collective. Do you think that God, who would pay this kind of attention to you, would fix it so that you can go out there and get guns and stuff and go kill one another? Do you think that the God who paid this kind of attention to you would fix it so that you could cause crime and violence and deceive one another? Do you think that this God would set it up so that you could hate, be a bigot toward one another, terror and war toward one another, pay this kind of attention to you? It seems to me that few things, many of them we can't even imagine what they are, but a few of them become obvious. And that is that we live, that we survive. That is that our needs, our wants, and our desires are met. That's what you would think that a God who would pay this kind of attention to putting you together, all of us together like this, would make sure that we would survive. And that would mean meeting our needs and our wants and our desires, which would involve, but not limited to, food and clothing and shelter and education and healthcare and transportation. All of these things help to make the body, the collective, complete. Just like you need all of these organs and stuff to make your body complete. All of these different things human race needs in order to make it a body that is complete, they're able to live in peace and be prosperous and free and joyous. And you would do that by each person playing a part in the finished product. Each person playing a part through a career, a job, something that you have chosen to do, something that you have recognized on this earth that is needed to be done in order to cause the great wonderfulness of man's hands on this earth. And you choose something that gives you your greatest love. And by doing that, God meets that, matches that with joy. Now you got love and joy. And what God has done, He's put all of us on this earth, just like you got all these parts to your body. All of us on earth is a part to the human body. And all of us on earth got a role that we play in the process of life for the human body, every last one of us. And as we do that, then we're making sure that our needs, our wants, and our desires are met. That is God creating for us the will of heaven on earth for us, through us. And when I'm thinking about what we are going through today in America, I'm not even worried about what's been going through all these other years back there. I know what's going on, and I'm well aware enough to know I don't want to have anything to do with it, except knowing and don't want to go back. And then the same thing happening here today. No, what I really want, and I'm advocating to you, the people of America and the people of the world, let us not try to come back trying to what? See if we can survive what Trump has done and what the Trump administration has done and what the people of America have allowed to happen during these times. Let us not try to just recover from that. No, let's take it to the highest height. Let's make sure that all of the things that would make not only me satisfied, but you satisfied, and 8 billion people satisfied on earth. Let us do that. It has never been tried before. It is not my idea. It's not a white man's idea, a black man's idea. It's the idea of what brings life. It is the idea of what brings life. And that's what each of us want. We want life. So I'm proposing that we don't come here talking about what the Democrats want to offer during midterm. Don't talk about what the Republicans want to offer, don't want to offer during midterm. Don't come here talking about worrying about what Trump going to be doing for the next 2 or 3 years that he's in office. Let us not worry about that at all. Let us put focus on change. Let us put focus on making Iran, who should be as mad as hell with what the United States has done to them, become a great friend of ours because they can see the change that we have made. A change that not only blesses us as a nation, but bless them as a nation better than anything they've ever had in their existence. And the same thing to all of the allied nations that have been victimized by the stupidity of this country. Let not only that, but our enemies understand that we're not an enemy that they have to fear. We're the answer to their prayers. And let us do something like that, ladies and gentlemen. This is what I advocate to the American people. Let us make America as wonderful as we, the people, can imagine America to be. And let us do that. Let us do that. I'm saying to every last one of you, let us do that. And if anybody overseas hear this message, know that we over here contemplating this, wanting to do this. And if you can sense in your own spirit that that would be something nice for you, start the word and get the word spread over there. And as we unfold this idea, and it begins to be shining like the sun every day in the summertime, and you can see what it's all about, then you can make the decision whether you want to stay on the track that you're on or whether you want to change. But let us in America, let us here in America, not think about trying to recover from this junk. No, let us evolve. I mean, truly evolve from this junk, from the worst that we've ever seen to the best we can imagine. All right? All right. I want to thank you so very much, ladies and gentlemen, for giving me this your time. And I'm hoping and praying that you really consider this. Again, it's not the Republicans. They don't have this plan. It's not the Democrats. They don't have this plan. It's just an idea that heaven has given for us to contemplate, that we might decide, that we might conclude that this is the way that we want to walk. And whatever politician is trying to get up before us will definitely be trying to take us where we say we want to go. Not where they want to lead us, but where we say we want to go. Until next time, Eddie Marcus saying goodbye for now.